Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and maybe you saw the footage there. I don't know if I was able to edit it in about something that just happened at the range. I literally just got home from the range, and I was doing some product testing. You guys might not know, but occasionally companies contact me about doing product testing, and I make videos that you guys don't see. I have to make like private videos for these companies. And no, it's not OnlyFans, okay? Just kidding. But the videos usually deal with like torture testing products or evaluating products, that kind of stuff. Normally it's like flashlights, weapons-mounted lights, or optics kind of stuff. And they usually provide some type of prototype thing that they're developing, and they'll send it out to content creators, and we are not allowed to like release or talk about it or all that kind of stuff. So I can't tell you what company. I'm sure you guys can figure it out. But anyway, we'll torture test stuff. And I have to make these videos where they're like, okay, we need you to shoot like 500 rounds through, different weapon systems just to make sure that the mount stays solid. Or in this case, the flashlight doesn't flicker or that kind of stuff. And so they provide money for the ammunition and all that kind of stuff, and then money for my time. So it's a way that I kind of fund things here at the Texas Gun Vault to do these tests. And I end up shooting a lot of rounds in a very short period of time. And sometimes I will take out guns that I know I need a little bit of work on or I need a tweak. And sometimes I have issues. And I had a major issue tonight. Now, I had a gun, which it felt like, in fact, I just dropped the casing. I felt I had another issue where, like, I either had an out-of-battery detonation or something, because I felt like a little bit of stuff hit my face. But I've looked at the gun, and nothing seems to be damaged. But let me show you what the casing looks like. And it's either one of two things. So here's the casing. Now, look at that thing. That thing has exploded. Yeah, man. So it's one of two things happened, because I can tell you what's still in the gun. Okay, in the barrel, there is a lodged projectile, and in the chamber, there's part of the brass that is stuck in the chamber. So I have to get that out tonight. And the gun that I was using was probably one that many other people out there hate me for. This is that SBR. Well, it's now an SBR. It used to be a brace pistol that I amnesty registered. And I told you I didn't care about this gun, so I'm not heartbroken even if I destroy this thing, because it was kind of made from cheap parts. In fact, the lower is fine. It's just the upper receiver. I mean, one day I might upgrade it and do something else with it. But anyway, it's a 9mm SBR, little short-barreled rifle, made on an Anderson Manufacturing AM-15. And so it's either one of two things. It was either a out-of-battery detonation or something where it wasn't completely locked, which, by the way, this is a direct blowback, which is one of the big downsides to direct blowback. And the bolt does not seem to be damaged in any way. The extractor is still there. Anyway, normally when that kind of stuff happens, when you have a round go off like that inside the chamber or in here, you have major issues. Like, it blows parts out of the gun, but nothing really seems to be damaged, except I have that lodged projectile in there, because here's the lower. I mean, everything's still there. You got the feed ramps for the 9mm. You got the ejector. Let me lower the hammer. I mean, everything's in there is supposed to be in there. I don't see any major damage or anything. When this happened to me in the past with a B&T, I mean, it blew out the magazine and it blew out the extractor and so forth. And then I know it's not going to show up here. Maybe I'll take a picture of it or try to make it as a thumbnail. But I got the projectile lodged in there. So the other thing it could have been, besides an out-of-battery detonation, was, anyway, it could have been a squib load. So I could have had one squib load where the projectile did not leave the barrel, and then I fired another round through it, and then that projectile was hitting the projectile already in the barrel and couldn't push it out, and then the gun, essentially blew up. But looking at it here, I don't see any bulging in the barrel, but that's something else I'm going to have to check out for. So when I pound this round out. And I guess it's lodged right about here, just out of the chamber. Based off of what I can tell, I can see the back of it, the jacketed hollow point. So I guess I should probably pound it this way and not that way. So I wanted to see what you guys think. Hopefully, as I said, I'm able to post what happened in the front of this video. And I can't really say too much about it because of the product that I'm reviewing. But of course, the product has nothing to do with the gun. So, all right, so I can reach it, but I don't know if that's long enough to... All right, well, let's see here. See what other things I can put on my rod here. Boy, that sounds dirty. To help push this projectile out of here. And just so you guys know, I know some people are going to wonder if you're not, never had this issue before. There is no casing in there. There's no propellant. There's no primer. It's just the projectile that is caught. Boy, those are plastic. I don't know if that's going to push that out. Let me see here. Maybe I can use this. Is that might be bigger than 9? That is. Let's see. I just want something metal. I think that will work. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. All right, so let me go get my rawhide hammer. And hopefully I'll be able to get this projectile out. If it's one projectile, and then maybe you guys taking a look at the video can tell me what the heck happened or what you think happened. So let's see if I can get this thing out of here. It's moving a little bit. Let's see what it looks like here in the back. Man, that thing is stuck in there. Okay. I don't know. I might not be able to get it out. Let's find out. Well, it's coming back into the chamber, but it's still got a ways to go. Man. Let's keep doing this. Maybe I need something a little bit harder. I was thinking if the projectile wasn't in there stuck too bad, that would work. So let me get a different hammer here. Okie doke. So now, I don't want to damage my cleaning rod, but it's the only thing I have in there that's metal and would fit through this. That's probably going to make you guys hate me. Alright, so that's pushing it through. Oh, we're almost to the chamber. Alright, I'm going to need something a little bit longer. So let me see here. Oh, this is going to be too long. I don't know. Man, this kind of sucks. Oh, there we go. It came out. Let's see here. It looks like it is one projectile. Ugh. And there it is. So I don't know what caused that. So once again, it might be an out of battery detonation. So maybe it didn't chamber the round completely, and so it had so much force that came back, it didn't have enough to propel the projectile through the bore. And I don't think I have any issues with the bore. So looking at it, I don't see any bulging. I don't see any damage in the rifling. I'm probably going to take a brush through this thing. Now, 9mm going through a barrel this thick, because the barrel on this is really thick. So I seriously doubt it has enough pressure to bulge that barrel at all. And I don't see anything. It was a single projectile. So I'm kind of looking through it. I don't see any damage in the rifling at all. I see some copper buildup in the chamber, but that's it. So I will definitely have to scrub the heck out of this thing and see if I get anything else out, but I think I'm good. So it didn't damage the gun at all, except for that. So what do you guys think? That's kind of interesting. So I was kind of worried it was going to be 2 rounds in there. Like I said like I had a squib load, and then the second round tried to hit it, and because that can be really dangerous, really dangerous. But when I shot it, I saw a big flame come out the ejection port, and I felt it kind of in my face. So that's what happened. What do you guys think? You guys might be better diagnosticians than I am when it comes to this kind of stuff. Luckily, the gun's in good shape. I don't think there's going to be another problem. So let me know what you guys think, because I gave you guys my ideas. But anyway, this kind of stuff happens. And I guess this one's going to be a behind-the-scenes video because, as I said, some of you guys might not know that I do product testing for companies. It's not very often, but as I said, they'll send me a product, and sometimes these products are junk. I'm like, this ain't going to work. Or they don't understand gun owners. You know, a flashlight company will like, hey, we want to make a weapons-mounted light. And it's not a good design. It's like, this ain't going to work. I'm very honest with them. The one that I reviewed today is gigantic. Now, I think it's really designed to be like a regular flashlight, and you have an option for a mount. And they have one that's like a magnetic mount made with like rare earth element magnets, which is really strong, but there's nothing on these guns that is iron. It's ferrous. A lot of the handguards are, you know, non-ferrous. They're made of aluminum or polymer, so they're not going to stick to that. And then I had a 1913 rail mount, and that's what I used, and it worked fine, but it's a gigantic flashlight. But I'm going to tell them what I think about the mount. It kind of works. It needs a little bit of improvement. And anyway, so that's a little behind the scenes of what I do here at the Texas Gun Vault to keep the project going. So anyway, once again, tell me what you think. So there's the case, and there's the projectile. What the heck happened? What the heck happened? Now remember, this is a direct blowback firearm, so the gun was not locked. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing. Personally, I like guns, even if they're pistol caliber carbines, with a locking mechanism. I just feel like they have to have a locking mechanism for safety. Otherwise, you potentially could get an out-of-battery detonation. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm looking forward to seeing your insight. So, as always, thanks for watching.